Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to 2 Point Museum, where today we're trying to get in good with the Hellhole Gang. Well, not necessarily all of the Hellhole Gang. We need at least 2 members of the Hellhole Gang to be like pretty happy with us. And then we can. What do we get for this? Just money? I mean, there was a time when that would have been pretty compelling. I think we're doing okay now. So we need to activate the buzz bonuses on Hester and Humphrey Hellhole. And then we have in our possession a couple of hellhole henchmen, but these are not the correct hellhole folks. So we need additional hellhole people. Man, they just call him Blackjack, huh? Beats the hell out of being called Goonie, I'll tell you that. All right, so we're like for sure going to need to create some more ghost rooms in our area here. I guess let's start with this big unused space over here. Y'all are both industrial age, is that right? You really don't get a lot of information about potential exhibits, let's call them, while they're in this state. All right, let's just. I'm trying to think. Do I want to demolish this partition, or do I want to set this area off to the side as like in spirit? Is this a separate exhibit? And I think I'm going to try to be like, yeah, look, this is what awaits on the other side. Look upon the horrors of the hellhole in the netherworld. So let's start a ghost room, a poltergeist room over here with these fools in it. Don't invalid collision me, just sell the items. Okay, apparently I'm going to have to manually sell off these items. Yeah, you know what's invalid about this is it's not a thing that does anything. Get it out of my hotel. Sell an old sofa. We will buy a new sofa if we need a sofa. Okay. Now let's no, keep. Now let's put these nerds down so that we can actually see what their entire situation is. Okay. You would both prefer industrial age decor. That can occur. And then we need. You're a bouncer, which means you're pleased to be inside. And you're a goon, which means you're stupidly violent and violently stupid. Great. Wants to share a room with a mini boss. Wants the hellhole chair and hates antique bookcases. People are so weird about antique bookcases. Why does everybody have such strong opinions about antique bookcases? Now she wants to be in Dark Age decor. That's annoying. Am I going to make her own little room while we're expanding here? For now, let's not. But yeah, maybe. So let's throw a couple of. Oh, y'all are industrial age. She was dark age. Sorry, industrial age. One of them wanted a source of fire. Here's some beds. I don't know how much spirits need beds. We will not have a bookcase. Here's like a table. You want a table? And then a clock? Okay, that'll put us to 5. It doesn't leave them with a lot to do in here, but they can spend the time shouting at each other. Okay, so everybody's as locked in as possible, except you want the hellhole chair and also a mini boss. And the hellhole chair, it's an exhibit, so it's something we're gonna have to go get. All right, well, we've settled y'all as best we can. What is this one doing? This one's going to the Afterlife Academy right now. All right, let's go have a look at getting some hellhole folks on board. So earn $7,000 from tours. Obviously, that's going to happen. It's just going to take a second. We're trying to reach level 14 Enlightenment in Supernatural for a couple of different reasons. Winston's got to get to level 15 if we want access to the malicious dungeon. I don't super care, except that it does seem to be shaped like a big, weird skull. And so now I do care. I've changed my mind. I suddenly care. There's a famous spirit at the alternate yesterday. Would probably be worth checking out. Here, we can have you skip that injury event. A security guard comes with you, and nothing does not provide anything particularly high value. Peripheral vision doesn't give a bonus on survey quality here. Although I guess it doesn't really matter because the one thing that we're after doesn't have a variable quality anyway. So I guess maybe just like XP bonus. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go speedy because there's the risk of helicopter damage, but honestly, even the normal speed expedition is quite fast.
Botany exhibits may require a specific humidity. Guests just
Okay.
have to make do.
And we'll just let people go here. You know what I should do? I should build another
Announcement. Guests stuck in the museum should wait for help indefinitely.
we should build another interactive because some of the interactive exhibits that are in here accumulate quite a line sometimes.
Vandals caught vandalizing. We stopped them, obviously.
Alright. Was that Waylon? I thought it was Waylon that we were sending to the...
Spirits are
Okay.
dissatisfied with their poltergeist rooms.
It's fine.
Sure, they'll be reasonable.
We'll send him to the Afterlife Academy at some point because I do want to level him up. I do want to unlock that node. Is there really just nobody collecting this? What in the Sam Hill is going on here? What the goddamn? Okay, Clary. Yeah, just nobody's on it. Well, guess what? Now you're on it.
The expedition team are back from the Netherworld.
Hey,
They're alive.
are you having this? Okay. I'm being challenged. All right, we had a little trouble with the spectral rift, but we brought home Captain Alternate Yesterday. Our own Dimension's Captain Yesterday was one of only a handful to survive developing time travel, unlike this chump. Oh, I guess maybe they do have different. I thought all the famous spirits were automatically pristine, but I guess maybe not. I mean, if this is like a thing where there's a bunch of alternate versions of him, that's pretty weird. The one and only from their dimension. Famous, but not finite. Okay, so
Announcement. Vandal caught in
inventory
the
that for
act.
me.
Was a bad guest.
Let's, I guess, grab some other stuff. Natural spirits and foreign flora. How close are we on this? Not that close. I mean, it hasn't really been that much time. I spent a lot of time paused. You know what? Let's try it out. Let's go have a look. So we need double happy thoughts to avoid the curse, double hammer to avoid the injury. We're going to avoid neither of them. That's my big plan. We could get double hammer going. Maybe on Mabel Factory, in fact, because I'm just thinking like it would be nice to have. I don't know. It doesn't matter so much, right? Like the fact is, we can always work off any of these negative consequences at a very low cost. Like the major cost, honestly, is complexity.
Unable to hold more.
It's just that it takes me a lot to, it takes a lot of extra clicks. Oh, that's right. Poison Chaos was being leveled so that we could get enough luck to clear that, that threshold. Speaking of which, did it happen? It did! Hooray! Okay, so... And we equip you with this thing. What are you currently... Oh, wait a second. Do you only have 15... Do you only have 15 luck because I had a clover equipped? Do I actually have to send you back for another level up? No, okay. 15. The 15 luck is real.
The expedition team have returned.
I can't help but noticing that we're having a lot of this problem all of a sudden, where we where the donation bins are not getting gathered. What's happening with that? Because I feel like we were not having that problem so much before. Okay, so Poison Chaos now has the Stone Mask to counter this event, plus the raw 15 luck to beat the Reaper. We're probably going to take an injury, but we can avoid that event. And we do not need a survey scanner. So let's go Expedition Journal. I mean, I can first aid kit the injury, because otherwise we're guaranteed. But this will be good. We'll get $5,000 plus something excellent, plus having run a pristine run on this event means we can unlock the next node. Okay, that was all important. We'll level up Wayland in time. Oh, I also should for sure be running, or not running, but I should for sure have an info stand and a donation stand available here. Okay, and then I gotta leave things unpaused for a while if I want my bars to actually fill. It's just we keep running into things to do. Your team have become confused in the winding paths of the netherworld. A spirit lies under a tree nearby, sneezing every few seconds. Sneezing every few seconds. Well, I probably don't ask them for life advice if they've gotten themselves into a position where they're allergic to their environment, and that does seem to clearly be the case. Amidst coughs, snorts, and nose blows, the spirit outlines the way to your destination before waving you off with a snot-covered handkerchief. Okay. At least they knew where they were going. Although when you think about it, they probably I shouldn't have trusted that either. Yeah, and then the camera room's empty. We might just need... It might be the case that we just have too much security stuff going on. Might need another security guard. Alright, Mabel's gonna have to get defrogulated. Or not, you know, let's see if Mabel minds being a frog. We acquired a copy blight plant. Needs to be kept in a warm environment. And it's gross. And it looks gross. That's the two things that it does.
It's important that spirits are immersed in their poltergeist rooms.
Alright, haunted mannequin is... Oh yes, this is what I was gonna check and see. How debilitating is You Are a Frog now? I mean, it's listed in red. Doesn't seem to be affecting your happiness. If you're cool, I think we'll just like send you back out there. I'm assuming that they're frog-born spirits, right? Or maybe spirits of like mushroom people are the kind of natural spirit that we can get here that we haven't seen before.
Analysis complete. Learn anything?
God, I have so many things happening right now. I do think I'm going to grab another security guard.
Attention. Spirit exhibits are in low spirits.
We're going to grab you. The first thing we're going to do is train you on cameras. Oh, right, and I was holding on to some stuff so that I could start that. So unfortunately, if we don't need to pull apart this other haunted mannequin, we need to go get something else to pull apart. Actually, I don't even know if that's true. The question that I have never answered. Hey, check it out. A tome that chronicles our heroes' enemies and reminds them a little of cheese. There is so much stuff about dairy production and milk and cheese in Vampire Survivors. If you've never played the game, that might come as a surprise to you, but that game is about cheese way more than it's about vampires. We'll deal with that in a second. So like the question that I've never actually answered is, can we still get enlightenment off of a thing like the haunted mannequin where there's no knowledge left to earn about it? I think this is a thing we're gonna learn. I'm gonna try, after this is ground up, I'm gonna try putting the mannequin in there and seeing if it gives us any benefit. Okay, now real quick here, let's stop in. What are you doing, sir? He's really contemplating it. Let's drop in our new pristine exhibit here, and we'll just form like sort of the hallway of book. And it should be pretty well decorated then already. It is indeed. It wanted to be near a pixelated fire pot, and so it is. Okay, our weird little like fantasy offshoot is doing quite well. And then we got room in the main chamber for things. Let's just set up a fauna area. Wow. Okay. I mean, it's still the case that we have room. Put this down. Let's move this door over. Oh, there's a staff door right on the other side of the wall there. Let's move this door over. I don't know why it needs to be right there. Okay. So I'm trying to leave room for there to be another exhibit that goes along with this, right? We need a heater of some kind, a little wall heater tucked in behind this will give us some coverage, and there is space behind it. Okay. And it's in the same room as the cold plants, so hopefully we're not creating a situation that's too onerous for our botany person. Although we also could, just put out a sprinkler. It wants to be near a life station. A life station like the futuristic decoration life station? Is that the thing? That is in fact what a life station is. Okay. So we'll throw that down there. Hey, everybody. There's weird plants over this away, in case you were curious. This is probably not doing anything anymore. And then we can just kind of throw down some flowers, maybe some, well, not hanging ferns, but like, yeah, stuff on the ground that makes more sense, I think. And I mean, the is a different fern. There we go. Okay. I've created the impression that fern. I have no idea what this thing is going to do. I'm a little worried that people are going to walk into it and it's going to do something horrifying. Is it benefiting from an info stand? Okay, sorry. I know I just keep pausing, but wanted to be sure. Did we ever get our marine life expert? Okay, yes, we did get Timmy double trained. So we could go and pull... We need another tank for the cold water fish, obviously. We could use the area right up by the entrance where we had the portal, I suppose. So we definitely don't have anybody who's double trained in positive thinking. We can send Winston. Sadly, that does not quite get rid of the seasickness. That is a real shame. Do I have a level 9 somebody? Because we could just send Winston out to the... We do have a level 9 somebody. Alright, I think I'm going to do this. We really need to get the survey level up, though. Yeah, all right. We'll deal with becoming possessed. We'll depossess people afterward.
You're listening to Harrison Wolf. Lately, I've been learning more and more about botany. I've been enjoying myself so much that I stopped.
Oh, that thing on top is an eye.
I'm letting the mushrooms grow.
Huh.
I took my favorite, the largest one. I call him Charlie, down to the museum.
Huh.
They were not interested.
Well, I guess that's something. Okay, Ariana can take the Frogsworn curse again. Oh, no, wait, sorry, it was Mabel who had it before. Well, now we're all frog. Now we here are all frog. Aren't you? And here is a pristine frogborn, more peaceful than most. After years stranded in frog form, the frogborn successfully evacuated our planet. Those who didn't make it that far seem to be stuck here forever. Interesting. Kinda strange, actually.
Yes, so stuck in the middle.
So let's put down the ghost dusting demo. Maybe actually this is... maybe I could put it like here. We could rearrange some of this stuff. I'm just thinking, like, guests seem to want entertainment very badly, and I kind of, for the sake of my brain, I kind of want to put it near the ghost dusting equipment. But I guess it could be like right here, directly facing all the ghost dusting equipment. And here's your cute little your own handheld ghost dust buster and whatnot. All right. How is this going? Are we not? Okay, we're getting there slower than I thought. We must. I guess I don't actually have all that many tours. We have that one really good Cursed Object Tour. Is that the only one? That might be the only one. I might need to set up a tour in here. Oh no, I have a tour. Okay, I do have a tour running in here. And it is, yeah, it is well loved, because obviously. Alright, so we have a couple of ghosts. Do we have... This is still happening. Slowly. So we have a couple of ghosts. Kept an alternate yesterday. The Frogborn is a natural spirit. I believe we are at cap on the natural spirits here. But I wonder if I expanded this room like just one tile forward, would that give us room? Do y'all have any objections? Uncle Yeti Man would hate to share a room with a Frogborn. Do we know what the Frogborn wants? Wants anything warm, hates to share a room with a Yeti. Okay, well... Unfortunately, that room has a Yeti in it, even if we do pull this person out. It is a 2 Yeti room. So... I guess the Frogborn is probably getting their... We're gonna have to give them their own space. Either that or feed them to the Knowledgeifier. Are you a Wetlantian? Huh. I mean, I guess there's no reason a Wetlantian can't be interested in ghosts or whatever. You know, that's on me. There was an ugly moment on my part. I guess let's just set up another room then. That's not the right button. Create a little alley here for maintenance purposes, and we'll set up another little poltergeist room. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to put down Captain Alternate yesterday and look at his deal. He would love 3 pieces of natural decor. He hates industrial age decor. I mean, this could just be then a natural decor room. We can just put both of the new spirits in it. Alright, you want anything warm, and you want 3 pieces of natural decor. That's definitely stuff we can do. Alright, anything warm. Here's a wild bed. It's a rock, so enjoy that. We had a cool waterfall thing. Here's stuff on which you can sit to enjoy the fire, staring across at each other menacingly. Pretty cool, right? They do seem to think it's pretty cool. It's weird that that's what the door looks like on the inside. Anyway.
Information stands are there to explain exhibits. Unless they're not there, then they won't.
I do need to grab one more. Even if this mannequin does work, we do need to grab one more thing to throw in the Knowledgeifier. We could come here and maybe get a cursed object, but also maybe get a man-eating plant. I would like somewhere where I'm pretty likely to get an object that we've seen already. Ghost dusting and man. Huh. I haven't seen any witchcrafts. This is obviously a seasonal point of interest. I mean, I am sort of curious. You know what? Let's send some people in. So we don't have any stuff that we have to avoid for like permanent losing people type reasons. I guess let's send Zara, remove the snake bite, and Ariana, because that's level 15 between the two of them, and that removes the chances of any further frogging. And then we'll just send an XP journal with them. Well, I should probably send... Oh, holy crow. That's a long fucking expedition, y'all. Well, bring home something cool.
But you remain
We are going to want some additional survey scanners.
Attention. Thieves have been prevented from escaping. Phew.
All right, people are lining up to enjoy the new event.
Spirit exhibits are feeling unhappy. Don't upset the dead.
It's basically like a three-dimensional, good. It's like a three-dimensional Luigi's Mansion. You get to be your own Luigi. Can you imagine? And Luigi's Mansion's already three, but you know what I mean. You play it in your 3 dimensions. All right, so we have unlocked the Hellhole Hangout.
What they meant by scientifically.
We have also successfully come back from the grave shallows with a curse and a spider crab. I feel like we've seen these before. Okay. Send to inventory. A moment, please. Let us. I'm gonna get rid of the water fountain for a second, just because I don't feel like I know how we're gonna use the space. All right, so if we're putting in a cold water tank right by the entrance. Okay, that's problematic. There's a tile there that doesn't work. Does that work? Okay, I am allowed to place it there. All right, well, I think what we'll do then is... If I do this, can I place the door on this side? Yes. Okay, so we'll just use that as a way to put the door out of the way, so it's not blocking anybody's vision of the horrible, horrible fish that we choose to put into this place. All right, a cold water cooler, and it was flakes, right? No, it was fresh food. Okay. A little bit of the old Wetlandian gold. Everybody loves a treasure scene, you know? Wrecked ship, very dramatic. Some cool aquarium rocks. Actually, I should check and see. What does this crab want? It just doesn't want to be in there with a wet wiper. The crab doesn't care all that much about its surroundings, but it is deeply racist. Okay. And then we can send people back over there and get some more cold water stuff. Just as soon as we treat that,
That's how the expert described the fungus.
the
I
consequences
grew
of
to
that
get
one.
to my home. Now I may be biased.
All right, Timmy, please do not be possessed anymore.
Hard to see how that's not scientifically interesting.
And then once we're done with that, we'll look at the hellhole thing.
Maybe I do. Find out after this.
Spirits are dissatisfied with their poltergeist rooms. I'm sure they'll be reasonable.
So the hellhole gang thing is linked as optional.
Announcement. Stolen exhibit has been retrieved from thieves.
I guess I don't know where we're gonna find Hester and Humphrey, if not their hellhole hangout. Did we wild rocks really? I guess the fact of the supernatural. Okay, no, the exhibit is a maximum knowledge, so it won't provide enlightenment at all when deconstructed. Okay, good to know. Selling it. So we need to go get 2 more things.
Is complete. Our collective knowledge has increased.
Our water filter could be upgraded with a perk. Yeah, probably. I am a little busy, unfortunately.
Someone is stuck.
All right, so let's have a look at the map here. This point of interest that we have unlocked. It does, in fact, only award 1 famous spirit, but that famous spirit's got to be one of the 2 hellhole folks, right? And then this is the other one. That would have been my assumption. It's weird that it's listed as an optional place to go if it contains a thing that you are required to get in order to be able to 5-star the scenario. But yeah, let's figure this out. So let's send some people here. Oh dear. Okay, we're gonna want to wait a second.
Plants is never easy, but we do make it look difficult.
Do I have... Yeah, we may as well. It's a fast thing to do. Let's go ahead and remove this curse real quick.
Poltergeist rooms. I'm sure they'll be reasonable.
Oh, you know what I didn't do also was I didn't look at the other... Uh-oh.
Attention, there's a spirit loose in the museum. Plan your visit accordingly.
Okay, who's... Looks like Alice is already on it, or Alice is planning to be on it. Let's just teleport her to her job.
Spirit exhibits are in low spirits.
I feel like I was partway through a thought there, and I've forgotten what it was now. Eladin, our fantasy expert Eladin, is really, really, really unhappy, and actually remarkably little of it has to do with pay. Honestly, you don't seem like you should be that... You don't have that many minus happiness things. I don't know what it is exactly you're upset about. You're thirsty and hungry. You were giving a tour, and you seem to have gotten stuck.
Crowbar.
Take a break, kid. Yeah, I don't know. Weird.
With the roaming spirit, please return.
I think they just got stuck on a tour.
It's worth a try.
Where is my botanist? Wait, do I not have a botanist? But I have plants. How could I not have a botanist? Okay, well, I guess let's hire one. Unfortunately, it's gonna take a second for that to resolve.
Expedition team returning from Netherworld.
Okay, there's Zara, who we're gonna need for that other node. And it's a sentient scarecrow, kind of. I'm actually going to immediately throw this in the knowledge thing, since it's low quality, and there's one room under its, one space underneath its cap there.
Spirit exhibits.
I know, I'm trying.
Happy. Don't upset the dead.
Okay. So, Moss Primrose loves to litter. Jasper Woodhaven is nimble and has a photographic memory. And you are sluggish but loyal. I think we'll take Jasper. Hire. Hey, Jasper. Care for this exhibit, please. Weird. It just opens up its mouth and the thing from the end of Annihilation rolls out. Okay. So. We only get one supernatural expert. So they would need to be level 15 and have... Or they would have to be level 10 and have all 3 survival skills. And we can make that happen. I think that's what we're doing. I think we're sending Zara to college to get even better at survival skills. There's no type filter here. Okay. Unfortunately, leveling up from 7 to 10 is a task for sure. And then we'll just send kind of whoever. Okay. So that'll take care of that for a little bit. We're working on Enlightenment level 13. It's, it's taking some doing.
Team are back to make up for lost time. Don't distract.
All right, the copyright plant is looking better already. Yeah, I guess the frozen plants just don't need to be cared for
It's important
in that way, but that's
spirits are immersed in their poltergeist rooms. But that doesn't mean they are.
we were planning on getting more botany stuff, so it already makes sense to have another to have an expert on hand. And we'll just give him very few specific objectives so that he has lots of time to care for this extremely weird plant that we have.
Thieves were caught before they could escape with an exhibit. That was a close one.
And gosh, we are burning through money real quick all of a sudden.
Attention, the expedition team are leaving now. Please say goodbye.
How are you having trouble at the Afterlife Academy? As the team is about to carry away the precious artifact, an opportunistic salesman appears from nowhere to offer them an upgrade. Laugh at the offer. Okay, seemingly this salesman has never heard the term "never hit a customer." Well, none of that made sense or happened, because the only exhibit I was taking out of there was wisdom, was my own wisdom. All right, Poison Chaos, you absolutely are worth an upgrade. Wow, minus 40% happiness. That's bad.
Freezing summers, Arctic winters.
Seems like everybody's pretty mad at me, honestly.
The perfect destination for sun haters and hibernation lovers alike. Receive the
Okay,
warmest
janitor's handling
welcome,
it.
as long as the sub-zero temperature doesn't get you first. Visit Swellbar.
So unfortunately, we're going to have to let Zara recover from the broken face.
The coolest place on Earth. Literally.
Okay, your job is injury treatment. That's accurate.
Spirit exhibit has broken out.
Okay, and we're very close to unlocking this. Maybe we can make a trip over here. Are the events a little less... No, they are not a little less ugly. This is just a map that really, really, really values survival skills. Like, way more than I think is reasonable, too. Okay, well, we know what we must do. Also, I'm glad that I ran an expedition down here. Just to verify that it doesn't lead any further. And then we can bring... Not quite enough. But we don't have any... Oh, no, we do. We do have a level 9. Alright, let's have you guys do that while Zara's face gets put back together.
They may be sometime.
Yeah, it feels like we don't have anybody working in the analysis room most of the time.
shorter guest
which is
rooms.
a little
I'm
annoying.
sure they'll be reasonable.
Like, what are you doing right now? Yeah, all right.
An exhibit
Restoration's pretty important, I guess.
Spirit exhibit has broken
Oh,
out.
okay. So we just need more experts. We're having too many problems. You know what? Congratulations. You work here now, and you are... Said he was gonna get upset here.
Stolen exhibit.
Yeah, there we go. The red one. I guess I can't assign you to the red one until they're actually out.
Spirit exhibits are in.
Okay, and then you ran over to deal with it immediately. Thank you.
Announcement. Guest stuck in the museum.
Flemington Primary School is planning a trip to the museum. Flemington. So they want to teach their students something new, show them well-decorated exhibits, and take them to a cafeteria. I think that all of that stuff can be accomplished in my museum. I believe you're going to have a great time. All right, please don't show me a low-value version of the same thing. Okay, I will take that.
Spirits are dissatisfied.
With the intent of throwing it in the knowledge of fire, of course.
Be reasonable.
Wow, a swim reaper. So frightening he'll run from the water. Mild impact on toilet comfort. Wants to be kept exclusively with fish of the same species. Because of course it does.
Restoration.
Because everything's got to be a goddamn nightmare all the time.
It's no longer presentable.
Well, guess what, Spider Crab? You're getting pulled because you're not as appropriate to the museum as this thing is. This guy likes the flake food. Okay. Is that your buzz bonus? Yep, you just wanted some aquarium rocks. Glad we could help. And I guess I'm going to put the crab through the knowledge of fire at some point, if we can ever get anybody to operate the damn thing. Alice Fossil is pacifying a free spirit right now,
Caught in the act.
which is
What a
annoying.
bad guest.
Alright, we need some supernatural expert. I guess it's going to be you. To train in analysis, I need people who are actually up to the task
Spirit
here.
Exhibits are in low spirits.
And again, it doesn't seem like they need analysis to do the job, but it seems like they deprioritize it pretty heavily if they don't have analysis. And they have lots of other stuff to do. It's not like this is the only thing on the docket. Alright, Department of Culture is going to stop by and evaluate our collection.
Spirits are
I think they're going to be
guest rooms. But that doesn't.
very pleasantly surprised. Are you vandalizing my shit? Oh. So he's all, what do you call it? Possessed. This one's bad. Frogsworn we can live with. So the possession is off the table. And then, if Zara is done being refacified, we do need to get her back in here.
Exhibit requires restoration. It really is a shambles. vandalizing. We stopped them, obviously.
I don't know if it's fair to call our own employees, it seems very judgmental to refer to our own employees as vandals. Sure, they were doing some vandalism, but, I don't know that that's the same thing. I don't think that's all that requires. Oh, okay. Having a hell of a time finding Hester and Humphrey Hellhole. Or rather, I think I know approximately where they are. Having a hell of a time surviving
Spirit
a visit.
exhibits are feeling unhappy. Don't upset the dead.
Alright, congratulations on becoming no longer cursed.
Spirits are dissatisfied.
Yep,
with
there's
their
still
poltergeist
that one woman spirit who we are just leaving dissatisfied on purpose.
Our conservation
It doesn't seem to be
standards
having a
are
huge
very
impact, Alright, unfortunately, all we can really do here is just send Zara back out immediately. It's getting there slowly. I was looking at the maximum maximum XP on that bar, just thinking it sure is gonna take forever for us to get where we're going on this this particular path. All right, we're working on that. I mean, there's just nothing we can do. I'm not willing to MIA my people. It's possible that you can get them back. Of course, you could just hire new ones. But, like,
Who decides which
our people
players are
represent a significant investment of resources at the very least, to put it in the most mercenary
Just
possible
remember,
way.
folks, you
Alright, the Digiverse. So we did complete a detailed expedition to the Inlaid Library. We did display the Ars Gouda, but we now must display a pristine quality mythical gear exhibit. And we have certainly not done that. How are we doing on the level here? Okay, we should be able to hit this one, I would think. I'm not even... Am I going to bother equipping the garlic? It's such a pain in the ass to, like, go out and equip a thing and then come back. I think the answer is no. I'm just going to let the... If an illness happens, it happens. We'll survey scan it. We'll hit this. We will come home with something good. We are high enough level to defeat the Reaper. Or at least to not get completely murdered by him.
sure have. They can't tell you
And-
what's important to you or why. Sometimes
Okay,
the
security
mushroom
guards up
does
there. They're
matter.
working on it.
Museum security are watching for your safety. Do you feel safe?
All right, Captain Alternate yesterday, you are frankly absurd. Okay.
That spirits are immersed in their poltergeist rooms, but that doesn't mean they are.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. We're definitely seeing a lot more breakouts
Maybe exhausted.
over here, and I'm assuming it's just due to our supernatural experts being spread thinner because I have people doing analysis and building things in the workshop and running 2 expeditions all the time. Robbery goblins are only interested in our donation stands. I guess that makes sense. Frankly, I'm surprised that's not more common. It's probably really, really hard to fence this stuff, if I had to guess.
Spirit exhibits are in low spirits.
And unfortunately, we're hitting the point here where, like, we're kind of tearing through,
Announcement. Analysis complete.
we're kind of tearing through stuff, through our money too quickly to be able to cycle people in and out of the nodes we want at the speed we want. Alright, we're just trying to get Zara back in there. Alright, this will push her over level 9 at least. And then it'll probably, unfortunately, be like another 2. It's a pretty fast little dude. Security guards. Clary's on criminal pursuit. Ugh, I hate that. Well, there you go, Clary.
It's important that spirits are immersed in their
Alright, we caught him.
rooms, but that doesn't mean they are.
We caught him easy. But I guess they weren't the only one. Yeah, it's weird. Like the whole museum is now acting like we're really short-staffed, but we surely weren't all that long ago. We haven't lost anybody since, so I'm not sure, I'm not sure why everything is suddenly so much more challenging.
Spirit exhibits are feeling unhappy. Don't upset the dead. Someone.
All right, max quality pristine. Let's see something hot. All right, fantastic. This is our third clover.
Stuck in.
Whatever, I'm immediately placing it. Okay. So, having done that, that will unlock Capella Magna. Now that you're making your way into the depraved depths of the nightmare that is my reality, you're finding some really good stuff. It's enough to make a retired adventurer want to go walkabout. I know. I'll travel through the Digiverse to visit your world. I mean, you've done it. How hard can it be? Your museum doesn't scare Po Racho. I'm no stranger to crowds of horrifying monsters. Should be fine. Is he gonna come work for me? Conceited were they that ruled from so high, yet stooped so low. This nexus of debased purity is the perfect place to find a vampire. Probably. I'm gonna suggest something right now. There's not going to be a vampire in these loots here. So there's a demon beast that could get us if we don't have at least 10 agility when we go out there, but I think we should be okay on that. Wait, do we have a... Did I hire that rogue? I didn't hire that rogue. So actually, my wizard almost has that dexterity. We could get to that dexterity count. Yeah. Because some of the trainings give stats, right? So if we take Saragorn, which is a really good name, and we train you in... Yeah, aerodynamics is 3, agility... Okay, they don't all give stats. There's one for each stat. Why can I not do this? Do I not have the $500? I don't. We don't. It should probably tell you that that's the point of failure. But okay. Learn to put one foot in front of the other as fast as feasibly possible. Let's bring home this other one here.
Sure, it'll be reasonable.
Oh man, really?
Expedition complete. So,
All right.
what's in the
Zara is a third of the way through level 9. I was going to say let's just send her back out immediately, but we don't have the money for that. Okay, here's our hellhole henchman. I don't love that there's multiple people assigned to free spirit pacification. But whatever, they're already basically here. Oh, cool! We're gonna have another freak out right at that very moment. Well, the good news is we were ready for it.
Collective knowledge.
Flying broomstick has been finished, deconstructed, and that means we are at level 14. So first of all, hooray for Hester and Humphrey, and secondly, it's moss. We got 2 different levels of wild moss for that. Cool. But more importantly, we can now unlock this node, which we probably actually do have to do in order to win. I think. Because I think this famous spirit is going to be the other hellhole. Nothing's off limits in the netherworld, but old habits die long, painful deaths. Unlawful spirits have continued to bootleg out of principle, not necessity. You know, it feels right. Also, the Dead Air Theater is available to us, containing, you know, a famous spirit, potentially. We're going to have to fill out a lot of these. There's going to be a lot of ghost wrangling in our very near future. But none of that is a concern for right now. I think for right now, I'm just going to count myself good on having survived. Listen, we're slowly checking things off the list. We're getting there. And when you come back next time, the hunt for Hester and Humphrey Hellhole begins in earnest. And we'll see you then.